Evening, everybody.
Hey!
You cut it off short again.
Oh.
I didn't.
It goes down now, and then you go, ugh. And it should. Anybody else think that?
I didn't even.
I don't have any control. I press the button and it plays. It's the same every week. I don't know.
Well, you did say again, to be fair, so.
Okay, I'll look into it.
It's the
Hello,
least of my
guys. How
worries.
is everybody today?
Yes.
I guess has had a sex change since
Right.
we were last done.
That rocks, Jack.
Well,
I might start doing
I'm
kicking.
whose mum's this? Because we've all been dressing up as different sexes. I don't know, is that your mum? Hello, Yaz's mum.
My
Hello,
mum.
Karen.
It's definitely not mine. Mine wouldn't give a fuck.
Definitely my mum.
Got to be behaved. We've got to be well behaved now, haven't we? Now the mum's
Yeah.
Oh no, you don't have to. It's fine. My niece is watching as well, so you know. She's
Okay,
8.
so-
Hi, Maisie.
Can I just say how impressed I am? There is no green paint on me. Look at that.
You did pretty well, to be fair, because it was pretty
I can see a little bit.
thick.
Don't even go there. I've been
There's a
That's
little
just
bit
a
there.
movie.
No, literally,
Yeah.
like Danny, you were right. Baby wipes get rid of everything.
Baby wipes
I
are
just-
the best thing.
I'm worried what I've been wiping my daughter with for the last 7 years. It worries
Yeah,
me.
literally.
I swear they're full of white spirit. Like they're like, oh, sensitive. Use this. It's perfect for baby skin. Fuck off. There's definitely acid in them.
Have you
We
ever
did-
got
we did
Johnson's
our
No More Tears in Your Eyes, though? That stuff lies.
On Monday morning, I had a conference call. Obviously, I did our quiz we did our quiz, mine Yaz, on Sunday night. I could get everything off. The green bee had come off straight away, straight onto a conference call. 9 o'clock the next morning, still got guy liner on.
Yeah.
Nice. Mike, what's that? I was like, oh.
Mike, was that the green stuff from Carpet Fest you used?
No, this was stuff that we got from my son when he was Joker, and it's literally it's like green hair gel, and you literally scoop it up like gel and just put it on, and then you just wash it and it comes straight out.
Because I was thinking, did Mike pick up that green spray from Carpet Fest? Because like the beard, it just wasn't sticking. We just persevered and kept dabbing it and dabbing it and dabbing it and dabbing it. But yeah, it's all good. I enjoyed last night. Danny, you're an absolute prat.
I know. I know.
Right.
It was so good.
Can I just say, Mike, you are a better friend than Danny is. You wouldn't do that to me, would you?
Absolutely, 100% would. Yeah, absolutely. Danny was a little bit worried, and he was like, "Oh man, do you think he's going to?" I went, "No, Hoss will actually love it." Some of the lads was a little bit worried.
I was just a little bit pissed off because literally I saw it, I cottoned on, then my internet connection just went, and I was just like. Because literally, I had a beanie to the side of me, and I was going to put my beanie on, and I was contemplating if I was to rip my mum's dress, would she be pissed off? And I was going to combat it and say, "Yeah, fuck you, I'm the Hulk." And then I was just like, firstly, couldn't do it because the internet connection went, and secondly, like I'm in lockdown, I can't get out of the house, and my mum would actually eventually get me and kill me, so I couldn't do it. But
it doesn't take a lot to snuff you with a pillow, does it?
No, it doesn't. And I like my sleep, you know what I mean? But actually, there was a thing I read on Facebook, and it was basically this bloke saying, I said, my wife, she really cares for me. She doesn't want me to get coronavirus. Last night, she had a pillow, and she was putting it over my head and protecting me. I didn't get coronavirus. And I was like,
that's good of her. That is good. I was like, I'm not sure that's what she's doing.
Calvin Mustard.
Dude, I own like 4 snakes. You're on the wrong podcast.
Yeah. Firstly, please, I'm going to keep talking now, even more. Please, and then at the end say thank you. and in between, I'm not allowed to swear because there's someone young watching this
Just swear,
tonight.
it's fine.
But go
Sand.
yourself.
He's by the looks of his picture, he's got something like a little something on the tops of his lip. So he hasn't wiped off.
His eyebrow fell.
Chocolate milkshake.
Chocolate milkshake. Wipe that chocolate milkshake off
Chocolate
before you have the
moustache.
profile picture done.
Also, you realise you just told the host of a podcast to stop talking. This is not going to happen. This guy can talk for fucking hours. Trust me.
Yup.
I've been on the phone to him. He talks for
Hours
fucking
and hours and hours and hours, and I can talk for hours and days and months and minutes and sometimes years.
Wow.
And as soon as Hoss finishes, I'll just carry on, and then Danny will.
And the thing is, right, you think I'm bad. Mike's got like 40 years more experience of talking shit.
40.
Phelps talks without taking a breath. That dude, he deserves to be in the Guinness Book of Records. Like, seriously.
I think I've got better. What I have realised since I've been
better
on
at not breathing.
Every time I laugh and smile, I lose my eyes. What?
Oh, don't worry.
That's the same as me, though, mate.
Don't worry. I'm extra saggy from last night from all the drinks. So
yeah, Mike. To be honest, I have that same problem. Not as bad because I've got a longer face, but it's the fat cheeks pushing up into your eyes, mate. That's what it is.
Is that what it
You have
is?
to get some sellotape and bring it down. Yeah, look if you do that, yeah, and laugh. Isn't it? But yeah, the cheeks up, push them up.
oh my god, I just look like something out of fucking Beetlejuice.
Right, anyway, Yaz, thank you for coming on twice in 1 week. Almost.
Yeah, but a fantastic guest as well on the quiz. Yes, she's a little bit bitter in the fact that I won by the answers of China all night.
It's definitely fixed.
The only question I think I got right was
Look, Kevin Van Steen is
Such a dickhead.
right. That's because you
Fuck
bought us
him.
dinner. You bought us dinner. Like the only way you were getting me to shut up is the kebab, and you know my weakness. And you bought a kebab. You didn't get anyone to shut up. I chose to eat the kebab.
I don't remember this.
No, I ate yours as well. Okay, so waiting to see frogs. We need to see frogs. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, what do you want to start with? Small,
Anything-
big?
Anything that bites.
That's all of them.
Was it Ryan when he first come on? That one was just sort of like
Just wouldn't let go of his finger. Yeah.
So, Mike, could you do that again, please? Because it wasn't on you then.
That's
Like that.
amazing.
Wow.
Look at him. Like, he's
Someone
such
to do
a
it again?
Beast of a man.
No, I don't need to.
I'm too short for this room. Okay. What's this? So we'll start off with...
There's a way to combat that, you know.
Grow.
Don't put things so high.
Okay, so we'll start off with Derek.
Oh, I
Derek's
like the
husband.
names.
Derek the Pac-Man, is it?
Derek is hissing.
No, he's not hissing. He's singing.
He is awful looking.
Trying
Do
to
you know
get
what?
his gut.
Oh yes.
Look at that teeth.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Doesn't even sound real, does it? Look.
So
He's horrid.
This is Derek, and he's probably the only frog I've got that genuinely scares me. Like, he is terrifying. Look at him. So, Mike, you asked about sexing frogs.
Yeah. So I asked Yaz earlier how to sex frogs.
He's hating this, but if he bites me, I will cry. So it's via the thumbs. They have like, shush. Which way do I need to go? So on the thumbs, they've got nuptial pads.
Okay.
Woo.
And that is the only way you will tell them apart. Yes.
And males will call, so you can see it just there. Look.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
So males will sometimes call. I've got a male tree frog I can show, but yeah. So
that's a male. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a male. Almost threw him on the floor.
Okay.
Good catch. Yes.
Whilst
You
you're
have to learn
showing
to catch
us,
when you've got amphibs.
yeah, whilst you're using that and showing us about that lovely frog, Karen, Yaz's lovely mother. If you've got any juicy gossip about Yasmin that you'd like to tell us all about it, just whack it in the comments and we'll put it up for
Well,
everyone.
fuck off.
Or if any of the listeners have any juicy gossip about Yaz that they want to tell their mum about.
So yeah, so I'm
know
gonna
what?
put Derek away now because I think Derek is
Yeah,
Pissy.
do you know
He's not
what?
enjoying that. Yeah.
They are.
Hi,
They're
Derek.
big old units. When they're babies, I know there's that guy. Well, there's a couple at Donny, and they got loads of them. I mean, the colours in them, they are absolutely stunning, aren't they?
Mm.
like
I really like them. I do.
I never liked Pac-Mans, and I didn't like them at all. And when I was with Jules, he got like a load. He had like 10 of them. So I thought I'd be funny and name one Derek because it's a pretty shit frog name. But then the joke was, shut up, mum, was Derek came home with me. So now I
Right,
love it.
Who can fit more Maltesers in their mouth, Derek or Yaz?
I reckon Yaz.
She's had more practice.
What, putting balls in my mouth?
Oh, Hoss was edging for that, weren't you, Hoss?
Oh, my glove.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
Mhm.
Do you know what I do love, and it's really important. And I know when Ryan was on, changing your gloves every time you get different amphibians out. You know, their skin's different to sort of like some of the snakes and lizards, and you have got to be really careful, haven't you, Yaz, with them?
Yeah, they absorb through the skin. So why are all my frogs shedding? What are you doing?
Oh, so your mum doesn't agree that you've had many balls in your mouth. Is there something else you want to tell us, Yaz?
I've just got pissed on by a frog.
Nice.
No, not much. Not much I don't already know. So a little giant African bullfrog.
Let's bring that up closer. I like bullfrogs. They're cool.
So she came to me because she's got a deformity in her back. So if I can get it to stand to the side, you can see the bump.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so
can.
She's got
This is a
bumpy
little
back.
baby. This is a little baby, right?
I have got a smaller one than her.
But it's quite young.
But they get like the size of a dinner plate, don't they?
They're not the biggest though. It's still peeing on me.
Like it's still going. Wow.
Oh,
my God.
yes.
I'm getting golden showered by a frog.
I don't know if it's a good idea to have that just dripping all over your room, though. That's pretty gnarly.
They don't
Oh.
smell. It
No.
doesn't smell
It's
anything.
still urine.
It's not. It's water. So they squirt out their water reserve.
That's disgusting.
That's exactly what I do when I look at you, so I can get away quicker.
Thanks.
No, I was talking about Danny, not you.
Oh, I can't. All I can see is myself.
I'd shit myself to get away quicker.
It does a lot. It does a lot worse for you.
Yeah. I'd shit, vomit, piss the lot.
Every single orifice.
Yeah. In fact, if you've had an axe, I'd take my own arm off and all.
It's gonna stink.
There was
This
a
is my
question
even
in the
smaller one.
Okay, and
There
you've
was
now
a question in the quiz last night about these, Hoss, about which is the biggest, and a lot of people think it's the bullfrog, but it's not, is it?
No,
the
it's
cane toad.
marine
cane
toad. I've
toad?
got one of those as well.
See,
Wow.
I've never seen a cane toad in the flesh.
I'll get
What's
them
the
out in a
What's the
minute.
biggest in the world? Big old Goliath thing. or-
Goliaths?
Yeah.
Are they in captivity?
Yes and no. Like I think people keep them. I'm pretty sure they're like protected. I don't think you're supposed to keep them. But then
I saw one at Doncaster last year. I don't know what it was. I think it was a bullfrog or something, or a cane. I'm not sure.
It might
But
have
it
been a
was
cow.
literally like
Did
this.
Daryl have
Oh.
it?
Ridiculous.
Was that upstairs?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's absolutely
Yeah,
like
they were
filled
like-
up a fucking tub. It was
And
massive.
they were like £500 or something stupid. They were ridiculously
I don't know.
priced.
I didn't even look at the price. I just looked at it. It was like, wow.
Let me grab them.
Like so big, it didn't look real.
Yeah, and it's like you could swallow your fist.
Easy.
Ooh,
Like
you
two
want
Yeah,
of
they're
them,
incredible.
most
Okay, so
I used to have a Colorado river toad.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
has.
I
Well
really want some
done.
of those.
Oh, do you know what? Someone who's got
Okay,
decent
so-
Wi-Fi and can use the camera.
this is
If only she was
my,
good looking.
I know, yeah.
You can't have it all right? Okay, so in here is my marine toad. He will be under here. He might come out and headbutt because he doesn't actually like life. Here he is.
They just look pissed off, don't they, toads?
He'll headbutt if I move.
Okay.
Can we ask him to bite instead? That'd be better.
Let me grab a
They-
glove.
Some don't, do they?
You wedged? You're wedged.
Tell you what, Yaz, I'm well impressed with your camera skills.
I'm good, ain't I?
Yeah?
I've got this. See if I can get it to.
Putting the men to shame, Yaz, that's what you're doing.
Fucking phone
Here he
calls.
is. Oh.
I think Danny dropped off, then he had a phone call.
Sometimes if I pick him up the right way, he'll tell me basically to get off. It's because he's a male.
Yeah, he's a big old unit, he's.
Don't forget, I've only got little hands though, but he's peeing everywhere. But
What was he?
he's a marine toad. So if you look at you see like his back looks quite velvety.
Yes.
They're really toxic are marine toads.
Okay.
These are like the secretion glands around here.
Oh, yeah. And the more you hold them up, but that just sort of like where you see like a mucus coming out where they secrete sort of like
And I never have done. But it's always like recommended to wear gloves with these guys.
Yeah,
More
these
so-
are the ones where people go, give them a little lick and you'll be tripping for hours.
Apparently.
We're not saying that because when
We're not condoning that.
Yeah,
No.
The actual toad that people talk about with that one, I think was the Colorado River toad, and I had one of those, and Zach Tracy bought some of them, and we were going to try and become the Heisenbergs of the toad world, but then we realised that basically you have to pick the toad off to get it to secrete, which obviously that's wrong. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And then it's such a small amount to be hallucinogenic. Any more than that, and you're dead. And we were just like, you know what? I've got a set of balls, but they're not that big. I'm
just
all
done
right.
a quick risk assessment, and we're going to leave it one.
We're gonna skip out on that one.
Yeah, so I was like, Zach, would you like another Colorado River toad? Because I've already got two. And I was like, I don't want any money for it. You just want it.
Okay.
Okay.
I have so many frogs.
Here's a good question.
Okay.
I was just going to click on that one. If you're right.
If you can't answer it, I know Ryan Duncan is knocking about somewhere.
Yeah.
But so what's the main difference between a frog and a toad? Like, how do they classify them?
I'm pretty sure it's to do with the skin texture. So usually toads are quite warty and bumpy. That's how I've always told the difference. It's probably better ways, but
Well, okay.
Yeah,
let me try.
I'm trying to think what Ryan told us on the podcast. I can't remember.
he said there's a real fine line, and you can cross either. Some toads could be classed as frogs or something like that.
Technically,
So
everything's a toad,
fire-bellied
isn't
toads
it?
are apparently technically frogs.
Yeah,
I think it's the other way around, Hoss. Everything's
All
a frog.
right.
Yeah.
everything's a frog. Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
Okay, so this is.
Well, guys, stop. We got an announcement. It's really important. You ready?
No.
Graham's finally got beer.
What?
Yay!
This poor bugger has been on our live show for weeks and weeks and weeks, having to go to us about drinking because he's been at work. And tonight is the first one. So I've got squash, but I'm going to raise my sports bottle to you tonight, Graham.
I left
I've
my
got
beer in
apple
my
juice.
bedroom, so
I've got apple juice, but
I've got nothing.
Oh.
you had enough last night, Dana.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Miss Joe Ray Aldawinkle wants to know: is it true that true women shouldn't keep frogs?
yeah, because apparently frogs are disgusting and they're not a very feminine thing to like, but I'm clearly not that feminine, so
I feel that there's a story attached to this.
no, it's just me and Joe always talk about like people that slate female keepers in a hobby and stuff.
Oh,
And I said like people always judge me when I say I've got frogs because frogs are gross and girls shouldn't like frogs. But I've liked frogs since I was as long as I can remember.
Well,
So.
it's probably that women shouldn't keep retics because women are all frail and can't support a retic, and that's a load of bollocks. Because
Maybe.
like,
yeah, and you know they struggle. All that bullshit about they struggle because they're too busy cleaning and washing up and stuff like that, and they don't have time. Whilst the man's out working, he'll come home and manhandle the retic. You know, I know some of the list of women that we know who handle some of the
Scrubs.
biggest.
Look at Jodie.
Yeah,
Jodie.
yeah,
Papuan pythons and scrubs, like she's tiny.
yeah.
I'm not a feminist at all. I was being sarcastic. I don't think if whether you're male or female or anything, we can all. Are you implying that someone's a giant, Joe? Oh God,
Above average, Joe. I'd
Joe,
say.
behave yourself. Behave
Oh,
yourself.
started her off now. That's it.
What's this then?
This is a white tree frog.
Okay, so
like
is this a
these.
snowflake one? Or-
Yeah, she's snowflake, so she's got quite a lot. Where are you going, love?
See, they're cool.
So I've got 7 of these, not with snowflakes. I've got her. If she goes back in, I have got one with one eye somewhere.
Can I ask a question, Yaz?
Yes.
Can you're saying you've got 7 of them? Can you cohabit with a lot of amphibians?
Some of them you can. So, like tree frogs, you can in most cases. There's Pac-Man should be on their own because they're dickheads. This is one of my older females. Ignore the lump. She's been checked at the vet. She's had swabs. She's had everything done. It's nothing. So she's about 9 or 10 now. This is Polo.
Okay,
We got lots of women saying how much they love frogs
Yes.
coming up, yes, which is great.
Let me try and
There's a
find
lot
out.
Your drinking partner Emma is one of
Yeah.
them.
She's
There's
my
a lot
friend.
of luck, Yaz. I didn't know you had so many friends, Yaz. Well done.
I know. I'm doing all right, ain't I?
Yeah.
Jodie's actually on, who we was just talking about a second ago, saying, Jodie's only a little one, and
I love Jodie.
she's
She's great.
awesome with some of the big pythons.
So this guy's only got one eye.
What happened
Oh,
to him?
gosh.
What did you do?
Oh, it looks a little bit like
I
Hoss.
wanted him to be different.
Alternative frog.
He was born like it.
Okay, so there's something interesting. Obviously, that's got a deformity from birth.
Yeah.
You know how I've been on about children's pythons for weeks and weeks and weeks. So I've acquired some. I can't pick them up yet because coronavirus.
Yeah.
But I picked up a pair. They're waiting for me, and the one of them has no tongue. Was born with no tongue. Like,
Oh,
the fuck? How weird's that? Like,
that is weird.
apparently,
That's
yeah.
like not being able to smell and taste, isn't it? You'd be like,
Yeah. So as a predator, it's basically useless.
yeah, he would die that would, wouldn't he, in the wild?
Well, I think not necessarily because it's still got its heat pits. So apparently, when you feed it, as long as the food's warm, it knows.
I think in captivity it would be okay, mate. I think it would really, really struggle without all its senses in the wild.
It's got half its itinerary, hasn't it, for itself and so forth. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. You mentioned then about you couldn't get a snake because of what's happening at the moment. People need to realise they need to stop asking if they can pick up certain animals at the moment, like passing through the window and things like that. No, don't
name and shame, but please go into that. Jesus wept.
So at this moment in time, the government guidelines are: do not travel, okay? Because unless it's essential travel, so whether you're going to stop yourself starving to death by getting food, so that you don't die through lack of medication, so you can go and get your prescription. You can go if you're a key worker. So you'll have a letter from your business saying you are either, whether it's a delivery driver, essential workers, key workers, and then you're allowed one form of exercise a day, which means walking from your house for an hour and walking back, not allowed to drive. So people saying, oh, well, we can still achieve social distancing. If I drive 30 miles to your house and then pass it through the window and it's social distancing, that doesn't count. And there's a big reason for that. If you have a crash on the way, all of a sudden, that nurse, doctor, and the paramedic that's going to be looking after somebody with corona is not going to be able to look after that person. So there's going to be in the not too distant future. There's going to be some really harsh decisions for some of the top people in the medical world because they're going to be playing with people's lives. They're going to be saying, "Right, we'll choose this person because they're younger."
I suppose as well. I know Joe went out on a rescue mission, so to speak. I didn't mean that in a sarcastic way, just a rescue.
Yeah.
And it was a case of on animal welfare, which is again part of our law. They decided to go out and do what they needed to do, and then bring those animals straight back. However, I will say I did chuckle. Did you catch the photo of them all suited and booted with their lab
With
coat?
their lab coats on.
You know,
Do you know what though? That is brilliant.
I didn't
Danny
see that.
didn't. It's because Danny's a loser.
I'll link you later, Danny.
No, it's because I got deleted.
Oh.
That is you're a dickhead.
Danny's a dickhead all the time. Yeah.
I like doing this. It makes me feel important if I do this.
Yeah, he doesn't, Joe. The real reason is he doesn't actually know how to use them.
It was you guys actually do proper work and rescue and help a lot of people, but there is an absolute shit ton of people out there that are in air quotations a rescue, and it just gets on my wick. But people like yourselves, you do a lot of work. You put your livelihood in front of animals a lot of the time as well. So kudos. Chris, that's really horrible.
Especially when he's painted green.
Right, I tell you what. I'll make you a promise, Chris. As long as I can get it, and I think I can. Friday's quiz quarantine, I will dress up as a marine toad for you, especially.
Oh God, this is going to be amazing.
I can do this.
Right, let's get Yaz on main screen.
Oh God, taking the attention away from me again.
Got her. So it's another one with one eye.
A milk frog.
There's a theme here. Yeah, milk frog.
Big old milk frog.
She's not too big yet.
So that's two with one eye.
Yes.
Are they from the same clutch or?
No. So
No,
the other ones are white. Different species. So this one I got from Jason Page, and he bred her and gave her to me because he knows that she'll just come here, won't get bred from. I don't breed any of the ones that come with a disability because you can pass it down, and I don't believe in that. So they come with me, come here, live forever, and then just die when they're ready.
These have got really cool patterns. It's like a proper camo pattern, isn't it?
Yeah, they really are really funky. Like they're all blue as well. I don't know if I can get her to open her mouth. Probably not.
Blue inside a mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, really dark, isn't it?
Have anyone noticed that in the comments that Kevin Vancinis really wants some attention?
That's because Kev's a cripple.
It's because there's a young lady on the show. You know what he's like with the young ladies.
So, Ryan, you're about. Can you type up the definition of a frog and toad for us? Because you explained it ever so well last time, and I put it up on the screen. If you don't do it, you owe me a drink.
I think Danny told him.
Who told him? Me.
You did, yeah. I think you went. Actually, they're all frogs.
Yeah. I know they're all frogs. Yeah, that's literally all I know. I don't really know why. I don't know about it. I don't know.
This Calvin's proper like pushing me today. I'm not allowed to talk, and now he wants me to answer certain questions.
I said chocolate milkshake mustache boy.
Yeah. Right, okay.
But it might be a good question though.
No, it is a good question. I'm just not taking the piss. So, thank you, Chris. And Jessica Hill, what is the best starter frog?
I don't like the term starter animals. I think you should always research what you're interested in. So if you're interested in getting a red eye for your first frog, just do it. As long as you research properly and talk to the right people, you can't really go wrong. But if you're looking for sturdy, my first species of frog was fire-bellied toads, like the Bombina orientalis. I've got 3 up here.
That's exactly correct as well. Well done on your binomial names.
So you've got the master. You got the master here who would correct you.
I can't use it. So I get confused with the milk frog because it's Trachocephalus, and then I can never get the next bit right.
That
Begins
sounds
with
like
an
something
R.
you should go to your GP for.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, so I started off with fire-bellied toads, and then I got my white tree frogs. And white tree frogs are hardy to a fault. Like you can't; they're very hard to kill. I found.
I'm not being funny, but you shouldn't be trying to kill them.
Yeah,
No,
it
but,
always
like,
makes me laugh
I've
when
helped
people
some
say that.
I've helped some people that have kept them in, like, it's been shocking how they've kept them, and yeah,
They're
they're just
still
really
good.
sturdy little frogs. Well, they're not
Yeah.
little, but
So, has anyone else kept frogs? I used to keep Philomedusa tomopterna.
Yeah, those tiger
Little
legs. I
tiger
really
legs.
like them.
I
Yeah,
honestly, I couldn't keep them at the time because of a certain situation. I had to move them on. But man, I regret that because they were awesome, man.
I really like them. I remember coming round to yours and seeing them, and I said to you, I really, really like them. Colour of them amazing. Love the pattern. Absolutely spot on. Got it. See, reactions are good. Just quickly, Jessica Hill put post up today and said that when you fill out all the who's the person that's going to do this, and the other. Do you know what I come at? The first, but if you went out on a beer session, I would be the first person to pass out.
That depends, Mike. That does depend.
oh yeah,
So if you're on the cider, Mike, you're the last one standing. If you're on the vodka, it's basically a public safety thing that you pass out straight away, and normally you do.
If I don't pass out, just get out the way because I won't drink cider again. Honestly,
Put it this way,
it's just
I
too
have to carry rope when we go on a night out just in case. Time up. Okay, so Ryan's full explanation.
All toads are frogs, but not all frogs are toads. Toads have a dry, warty skin, which you said, Yaz. Most frogs have a wet mucus layer on their skin. Frogs lay spawn in clutches, and most toads lay spawn in a line. Yeah, so you can always tell the difference. You'll get like a jelly effect with the spawn, and then you'll get like strings when it's toads.
Yeah, and I think Stu also put that up, but I didn't see it in the comment. And Calvin, right? We're not bullying you. We're just yeah. It's you started on me, mate. I'm not being funny, right? And they've got my back.
You got to get it back. You got to get it back.
But we do like your chocolate moustache. It looks really good on you. So don't change your photo.
I don't know how old Calvin was, but when I was, by the looks of it, when I was his age, I couldn't even grow a beard. And look at me now, it's took me like...
Nah, you were born with that.
No way, honestly.
It's not Maybelline. It's not Maybelline, so you were definitely born with it.
wow.
Yeah, so I couldn't grow proper, even like here. I can't grow it here at all.
Danny, if Danny wanted to, Danny would have the king of all beards.
Yeah.
If he wanted to. He is one hairy mofo. Like in that sense,
it grows. I just can't. Yeah.
How about you, Yaz?
So
I have that issue all the time.
Yeah, your mum wants to know, is James watching?
I don't know.
Who's James?
Who's James?
My brother. I know Jessica is my sister, with my niece Maisie and my nephew Will.
Woo!
Maisie's got a tortoise.
Oh, yes.
She's 8.
Well done, Maisie.
A little tortoise. So this is a Anatheca spinosa.
In English?
I thought you knew your binomials. It's a spiny-headed tree frog, or it will be when it's fully grown. It's only, obviously, as you can see, my hands are little, but it is only a little baby at the moment. I can't really get it on camera because it's just brown. But it got some really cool markings. So they've got like black spottles and stuff. I haven't got a light to shine on it.
It's really chill.
Get into some better lighting. Here we go. We'll use the Viridis. The Viridis Viv. Where are we at? Is that any better? No.
No, light needs to be behind the camera.
There we go.
There you go. Oh, perfect. God, that looks so different from when we was just looking at it. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just... Yeah, it's a cool little thing. They get quite big.
Does your mum go mad for going through all the marigolds, having all these amphibians?
I live on my own.
I'm joking.
These are my gloves.
I've got to admit, and Danny didn't want to ask you directly. He just messaged me. He wants to know, where do you get your gloves from?
These are from Groupon. They're pretty, aren't they? They came from China though, so.
I used to have black.
China.
You know what? No, you can go. He's done, gone, sacked, gone forever.
Oh, no.
He ruined my head last night, Mike. Last night.
He'll just bring himself back in again.
Okay, so we'll move on
Mike.
to Mike.
Mike.
Wow. My hands are getting sweaty. Gloves ain't going on.
If anyone wants a night of tragic.
Can I just say, John Campbell's buzzer noise last night was absolutely phenomenal. I loved it.
That was funny.
Okay.
Clever guy, Johnny's as well.
Wait, you just smashed it, didn't you?
He's going to be a tough one to beat in the quiz, I reckon.
See, I think Ryan Costello is going to smash the whole thing. To be honest,
Do you reckon?
He's going to win the lot, mate.
Who
in the
is?
semi-final.
Ryan
Do you
Costello.
think?
Yeah, that'll be between him and John, I reckon.
Nice.
We shall find out. We shall find out.
Well, we got
you know what?
Then.
In here
Some pothos.
Lots of pothos. Got some Monstera. A couple of different types of Monstera.
Nice.
So, yeah. Then I've got.
There's some water. I can see some water.
There's a lot of water. Come back here, you. Right. There are 2 Bombina Maximas in here.
I don't know what they are, if I'm honest with you.
Giant,
I'm not gonna lie.
giant fire-bellied toads. But I just saw. Yeah. Okay. I just fell on the floor. I'm not doing so well with these.
That one's
Right,
gone.
let me flip the camera back.
Please tell me
You'll
you've
see
got
me
you've got it. Yeah, well, you had it. You go again.
Got what? This?
Yes.
Yes, you are very good with your hands.
I know.
There's nothing escape. I didn't mean it in that way.
And Mike, and they're small.
I'm blushing.
You get a quick close up of how red Mike's gone.
Yes, I've got 2 of these little guys.
Wow.
And what's that again? Sorry.
Giant fire-bellied toads.
Looks like a ball of warts.
Pretty much. The lighting's really shit where I'm sat.
Zach's going to hate me.
And are the bellies fiery? Oh yeah. Nice.
What's the
I've
noise
got
you
another
make?
one there as well. So this is my.
The hell was that
pair.
noise?
That one just dropped you. The other one.
There's them 2. They're about 2 years old now, and then over here.
Can you please do the lockup on that EXO?
No.
Please.
No.
Please. It's driving... Oh my God, it's driving me mental. Ah!
And this is their baby that I bred last year. It's my first. I actually didn't intend to breed them, but they did. And...
So, can we talk about this a little bit, Yaz? And I know some frogs and toads have, loads of spawn, lots of babies. Is this different with the fire-bellied toads, the giant fire-bellied toad?
I think my group, I've only bred them twice, and both times wasn't intentional. And I think they're quite a young couple. So the first time they only had a really small amount of spawn and only got 3 tadpoles, but I didn't know I had to remove them, and the parents.
You're saying it was a mistake. They're only young. It was a mistake.
Yeah, and then they did it again when I first moved. Was it when I first moved here about a year ago? They did it, and I took the tadpoles out, and I got 2 to morph, but one just didn't. It just weren't right. Like, it was really translucent and stuff, and that died. But now I've got this one, and it's getting there. It should hopefully in about 6 months be in with its parents.
I know Luke, speaking to Luke about sort of a lot of people can get a lot of the amphibians to breed, but what are you poking at? But it's actually keeping the tadpoles alive. And I think Luke was saying it's all about he treated the water differently.
Yeah, I mean, my water and that anyway, it's full of tannins and stuff anyway.
Yeah,
She's-
I mean, he was saying.
Have you done it up? You did it up.
Yes, it's done up, look. What if I do this though, look, and just leave it like that?
I can't watch.
Leave that like that then, see what happens.
Hoss, how is this making you feel?
It's not my animal, mate.
Oh,
Have you not?
Jump
Look,
out, where's it
okay.
ah!
Yaz has got a lovely reptile room, but I wouldn't be able to be in there for longer than about 30 seconds. Why?
Because they're all different. All the tanks are
All the
different.
tanks don't match.
No, I just didn't.
Right. Well, that's
Like, I've got a stack
just
and then a
shows-
bib on its own.
This
I can't
just
deal with that.
shows, right? This is even the simplest things. If you look at mine and Hossie's camera, it's the same, and Danny's and Yaz is the same. So he's put them two together and us two together because it will drive him nuts if we swap people around. I wonder if I can do that a little bit
You can't.
without Hoss.
Don't
You
even
can't.
do it. Don't even think about it. Mate. I'll leave.
That'll do.
You
wow.
can keep me on, big. I'm fine with that.
There we
He's
go.
cool.
Oh wow!
So that's a
He's-
file deal. No,
It is,
file.
yeah, filed. Poly, I can remember it, polypodates, something or other.
I don't know this one. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
Begins with an O, but yeah.
Cool
No.
as fuck.
Just got the
That's
one
really. That looks like it's from China.
No, not from China.
Borneo?
Borneo, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Most
Hoss,
of my
well done.
species are South American, so they're like from Costa Rica mostly, and Brazil. And
Which is the one that came on the bananas?
we're about to get that one out now.
Oh,
So this
So-
one is
can I just say, I buy bananas on the regular just in
Okay.
case this happens.
Okay.
And
Hoss,
so
nothing.
this frog. This got
Be lucky if you
given
find a
it-
spider.
came in
Mm.
on a shipment of bananas from Ecuador, and the RSPCA took it in, gave it to Jules, and Jules gave it to me because obviously frogs.
that is really, really rare, Hoss. You know when you said about I always buy bananas. My granddad owned a fruit and veg shop for I don't know, like years and years, 50 years.
Happens
I only remember 2 cases in 50 years where there was a frog in the bananas.
No. It happens all the time. They're lying to you, and they were selling them for dirty profit.
Where should I do this? Because this little frog is fast. I've lost it once already in my room. So
Calm down,
yes,
Dana.
yeah. No. No.
Whoa, he is quick. Or she.
He has gone between my legs. Right.
I'm not saying nothing.
Nor me.
Let me prop you guys up. Flip my
I don't want to see the arse end of a bearded dragon.
You just see his tail.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so this is a Sapurio snouted tree frog. It took me bloody ages to find the binomial of it.
What amazes me with tree frogs, Yaz, is how they look after their young. You know, some of the males carry the tadpoles up through the rainforest and drop them into a little leaf that's got a bit of water in, and then they will deposit eggs in there, you know, when they need it. It's absolutely incredible how they can actually, you know, keep those alive and sustain themselves as a species, isn't it?
Is it the glass frogs, or they call them the ninja frog, and they kick the predators away?
No, what? Sorry.
The glass frog or something. Okay, the ninja frog, and they kick the predators away with the back legs.
Honestly, from
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that just baffles me. Like,
You've been watching too many films, Hoss.
no, it's David Attenborough did it, didn't they? Have you noticed that my ring light shows in the TV? I haven't put the material over the TV, so I keep having to like hide it.
No one cares.
amateur.
It's doing
Amateur.
right. I can see it. I know. Yeah.
One sec. Okay, so whoop,
Look,
try and get him to
like my twin.
fuck off.
You look nothing like Yaz. That's cool.
Just gonna jump.
Don't jump.
I take it you get to know. Yep, you get to know how they're going to respond.
Yeah.
You can feel
so
them just coiling up a little bit.
If you're gonna jump, yeah, right at a face, because I can then
I will.
Yes.
then I can slow mo it.
It will do.
Oh, go on.
Come on.
No.
Oh,
Close.
shoulder.
Can we just keep doing this until it like goes in your mouth? Like
I've had that happen so many times. Like, it's not even funny.
Yes. How many species have you got? You've got a fair few.
17.
17 species.
Danny's
That is
gone.
17, yeah. So these ones are quite cool.
You all right, mate?
Yeah, you fucking fishing cunt.
What are you two laughing at?
He knows
Don't worry.
basically that if I can get a video of a frog jumping into a mouth, then I can take away that frog and reanimate that action.
Oh yes, yeah.
Right.
Danny, see, me and Danny were like that. We understand.
Those sick bastards. That's why.
I just see where your head's going, Hoss. Fucking wrong.
So I don't know if you can see the black sacks here.
The what?
The black sacks.
The back sacks. Oh, the black sacks. Yes.
There, see it? That's its
Yeah.
vocal cords. Look at it. Squish.
Okay, so they were they expand at all?
Saggy.
That's disgusting.
Stop playing with this black. I can't even say it.
Oh,
I like playing with
I'm
its
not
sacks.
going there.
oh.
You dare lick it.
You screenshotted that, right, Hoss?
Mate, Yaz has kissed every single one of these frogs.
So these are black-spotted, casque-headed tree frogs, and they're related to milk frogs. So these are Trachocephalus nigromaculatus.
Definitely see your GP for that one.
Definitely.
Oh
So
yeah,
I've got
that
3 of
sounds
these.
nasty.
Mm.
That sounds
Really?
nasty.
It sounds like it's going to keep coming back and keep coming back.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Jump on your face and everything. Oh.
yeah.
So I think
You shouldn't lick it. Whatever you do, don't lick it.
you don't lick it. So I think that's all of the tree frogs. Oh no, I've got 3 Cubans, but there'll be. There's one.
Typical
Chilling in his
Cuban.
Cuban.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 3 of them somewhere. They don't really do much in their tank. That's just starting to slowly grow out.
Mm.
And then
There it is. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it?
I saw it.
It was the biggest corn snake in the world.
I'll get it out
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, I will. So in here, I've got, if I can find them.
Toad.
2 Buthoviridis. So these are European green toads.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got 2 of these. These are one of my favourite species.
Nice pattern.
Yeah, they're really. I don't know where the other one is, but
Looks like you've.
And is that a male and female that you've got in there? Yes.
I think so. I'm not sure. They were quite young when I got them, so I'm just waiting for them to mature up a bit before I can start.
Well, at what age would you say usually would you start to be able to sex them?
About 6 months. 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, about 6 months old, depending on species. But so I think that is now all of. Oh no, I've got one more species of frog that I nearly forgot about. But I can't forget about these because these are one of my dream frogs that I've wanted for ever. And I've got them. But I am going to put gloves on for these because
Toxic.
I've got my hair cut.
Daniel
Not
Hall said
toxic.
that was the one that was on planet Earth, wasn't it?
Which one?
I don't know.
He was on about the glass frogs. What I was talking
Oh,
about.
right, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like they kick all the wasps away.
They're the see-through
Jackie
ones.
Chan.
Bicolor.
Yes.
Bicolor. Ooh.
I've got 2 of these.
These are amazing. When I was volunteering at Drayton Manor for a while, they've got adults.
Yeah, they
Firstly,
have.
I didn't realise how big they get, but it's how
Oh,
they
yeah.
eat. They literally grab stuff with their hands and they're like,
Yeah, yeah.
It's fucking like honestly, I saw it. I was just like, shit. Like I need to feed
I have
these
actually-
every time I'm here now.
I've
Brilliant.
seen one of these. How is it where they pull the skin off and eat it?
All tree frogs do
All frogs
that.
do that when they
Yeah.
shed.
Yeah, but I think I've seen a video of one of these doing it.
So out of interest, how much do these go for? Because you don't see them very often.
So I got them. Oh, that one's gone. I think I paid 60 each for these. I still owe Jordan some money on them. But these are about, how old are these now? I think these are about 5-6 months out of the water now.
Yeah,
So, but
incredible.
they're just a species I've always wanted. And I thought, do you know what? I've been keeping frogs now for 10 years. And I'm going to I thought, do you know what? I'll give it a go. And so far I've had them, I think, a month. And they're still alive, so.
Okay, and how nervous were you about keeping them that hot?
I wasn't too bad. Like, at the minute, they're in like a UV permeable tub that I keep in with my leopard geckos.
Okay.
Wow.
So they're in like, so it gets the UV and the heat in the day,
Heat, yeah.
and then the UV, then it gets the humidity of the night because I keep my Leos humid. They have like a wet
Yeah.
end. So let me just put them in there.
See, when I had my smop turner, you've got a tree frog, which you're not allowed to keep it humid, and you're supposed to give it like a 31, 32 degree basking spot, and it's a frog.
Yeah.
And it's like, that goes against everything that I think about frogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the Phyllomendusa stuff tends to be like it prefers things that way. It's
Yeah.
nuts.
And then in this tank, I have got, and I'm gonna get judged for it, but you know what? Couldn't give a shit. Thanks.
Ryan was
listening to you,
saying,
Ryan. Ryan's been
Yeah.
helping me with them.
yeah, he said they look really, really healthy.
Ryan's a
'Cause I was
dude.
starting to worry about them because I've never seen them eat, but they're staying chunky, so I know they are. So in this tank, other than my my 2 bicolour, I have a group of female leopard geckos. I'm not going to say
It's a
how
nice
many,
tank.
but
Yeah.
there's a group of female leopard geckos in there.
Awesome.
So
That's a nice little tank. I like that.
yeah, they've got quite a few hides. So there's one there. So
Oh,
they've got
yeah.
one that's built onto the back wall there. Oh, there's Leo up there. Look.
Yeah.
Shed though, she is. There'll be 2 or 3 under here. There was one. There'll be a couple in that back hide, and then there's usually one around the wet end, which is I keep this end wetter.
It just shows certain even out in the same species, you'll probably find that different Leos will want to go into different parts of the tank, whether it's sort of like you call it the wet end and the dry end.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah.
I'll tell you what, yeah. Go on,
I think we're kept and we're kind of like made to believe that a reptile needs it at this certain temperature. And you'll probably find that, you know, in that group of Leos, you'll have ones that'll get right underneath the hot spot and get as hot as they can. And you've got others that'll go nowhere near it ever because they just don't want it.
The ginger ones, they are, mate.
So while we've seen my 2 frogs, this is my one-eyed leopard gecko.
Oh my word, you are the one-eyed keeper.
So I got given I've got this one and I've got another one, and the other one's blind. I got given these. Both of them were mutilated by the same male during breeding. He bit this one's eye out and mutilated the other one. So the other one's blind, and I have to treat her eyes all the time. She's doing fine. She's just there. Oh, well, that's me. So she's just down there.
Tell you what,
She
Yaz,
is
what
fully
does come across really well is your setups are all immaculate. But obviously, you know them all individually, and your caring for them is absolutely spot on.
So they're the 2 mutilated ones. But yeah, I do try. I try and do what I can for them all. This is pretty much a box of dirt because it's got 2 Seraphis cyogenis in, blue spiny lizards, but I never see them really. So Oh no, I
Okay,
haven't
so-
done all my toads. Haven't done all my toads or frogs.
I will say yes. We've got to do a podcast recording in half an hour to prepare for, so we're gonna have to cut you short in a minute.
That's
Um,
cool.
But we can always get you back on and show you more. You know what I mean? That's not a
I know what you do want to see though, so 1 second.
yeah. It's not like you're going to be doing anything. You know what I mean? You're kind of like stuck in your house.
Giant corn snake.
But yeah. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Come on. You coming out? Or are you going to be a knob?
Corn snake that's a knob.
It's not a corn snake, mate.
Oh, I thought
it
you said
is.
it's a corn snake.
Yeah.
Well, half of it is.
Oh.
It's
Come on!
a Burmese corn snake.
Yeah, that does not look like a corn snake.
Look at it. Look.
Look at it.
Look.
So this is a, if I try and get you guys a bit higher, up there. Oh, where's she going? This is a corn snake cross bull snake.
How
Wow.
is it?
Let me try and
Which-
grab her head.
Which person had that bright idea?
I got her from the shop, so she was given in to Jules as a rescue, and I was supposed to take her to Chris at the centre, but decided that
Nah,
You
I
love her.
liked her too much.
She is.
Yeah.
She's. I don't even want to. I don't want to say. She's
What?
like that's fucking awesome, but like it
Yeah.
shouldn't be.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
like-
It's a
think I
cool
was-
snake, but I really want to say that it's not.
Mike, can you
She's
put
going
that
to
comment
shed
up by
soon.
Ryan? I can't click on it for some reason.
There it is.
No, mate.
What the
It's
hell?
a bullcorn.
He's
It's a
put
turbo corn.
that's a effing boa. That's what he's put.
That's
Let
a
me-
cool. That's a cool.
All frozen.
It says we're live.
An anaconda. Yeah. But you're not. I can't get you on the screen. See, we're really delayed because I clicked on that ages ago. Guys, we're really sorry. Looks like we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Hoss will probably be trying to dial in as we speak. If he doesn't, and I know we was about to wrap up the show, if you do want to support our podcast, please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram at the handle of Reptile and Chill. You can get our t-shirts, hoodies, beanies, pillows, lots of other stuff at our website, which is www.reptileandchill.com. We have got a new system now, but we can't guarantee how quick the deliveries will come in because it's because of what's happening in the world. So on that note, guys, and I'm sorry everybody's dropped off, and I don't even know if you're hearing this, but I just wanted to say thanks everyone for joining us. Thank you to the guests that have come on the show so far with regards to the live quiz and all put the effort in. So on that note, guys, we're going to go and interview one of the original Reptile Podcasts presenters. So there's a little cute clue for you. So I'll speak to you all later. Thanks a lot. Love you. Bye.